Hey dreamers, this is Jade. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here to do my reading wrap up and stats for July. So of course I'm getting in my bookshelves and writing all of my titles down. Glad to have finally moved on to the second bookshelf, but there were two that went on the first one, which was Wolf Song and Bride, and then I continued on with the new ones that I read there. The one that has the two different colors there, I actually started off reading it with reading it physically, and then I finished it on audio because it was kind of getting on my nerves and I just wanted to get through it, so I switched to audio. Anyway, in total I read 7 books, and I ended up making a mistake when filling in my stats, so the actual total is 7 books, which puts me directly at 50 books for the end of July. It, of course, right now I'm doing this voiceover September 4th, so I have completed August, and with the amount of books that I have in August, that puts me over my goal of 56 books for the year, so I'm very happy about that. Anyway, I'm getting Wolf Song down as my book of the month. Probably it'll be the book of the year, and I finally have a bracket I can move on, and that is of course Wolf Song. And so now I'm in my reading log. I'm getting all the information down that I like to record for my books, to keep track of them, and that would be the title of each book, of course, the author, and then the amount of pages that the book was, or either if I'd listened to it on audio, then the amount of hours and minutes, and then also the day that I started it, the day that I finished it, the format that I read the book in, and the genre of the book, which I keep pretty simple. Excuse me. And so yeah, I just write down all of that information, and that's what goes in there. And thankfully this month I actually did not have, well, the month of July I did not have a DNF at all, so I won't be adding anything to that. Unfortunately, there will be something added in August once I get that all done and stuff like that. So I do need to start working on those entries so I can get that stuff up and move on into getting stuff recorded for September as well. So that pretty much wraps up the log, and then at the back I am going to of course do my stats for July. And I start off using my stencil, and I will just stencil out July stats. And once that is complete, I like to go in and color it in with usually one of my Tombow markers. This time it's a very bright pink, and I'll go in and do all the little bits first, so it's easy to just go in and fill in all of the bigger bits and just have it done. At least that's what works for me. As far as these stencils, I do plan on, I said this in another video, I was waiting to see if I could mail it off in a regular envelope and still get a tracking number, so I'm covered and you're covered on your end as far as if it comes in, if it's delivered, who misdelivered it, all that kind of stuff. And apparently you can't do that with regular envelopes. Maybe you could have in the past, I don't know, but they won't allow it. So if I do these, I definitely will have to send them in a packaged envelope, so it has a tracking number and we're both, as I said, covered on our end. Anyway, for the totals here, my total books is wrong. Not very cutesy of me, not very mindful. It's actually supposed to be 7 books, and so my total pages was 2,251, and the total hours that I listened to audiobooks were 10 hours and 11 minutes. My longest book was Wolf Song, which I adored, still adore. I'm still thinking about that book. I love it so much. And then my shortest was All About Love by Bell Hooks. Wolf Song was 498 pages, and Bell Hooks was 264 pages, and that's the book that I actually started off reading. Actually, I didn't have a physical copy. I started off reading it digitally, and then I finished it on audiobook. So yeah, anyway, I'm getting all of my stuff filled in here so I can write what I listen to on audio, digital, physical. This is not right either. So this whole thing not very cutesy of me anyway, because All About Love was started digitally and finished audio. So I didn't, I wasn't like clear on how I should break that up. So yeah, I just have to be mindful of that next time that that happens, which it has happened with this other book that I started reading, and I'll talk about it later because the nonsense. Anyway, moving on to my books read, and this is just where I like to put out all the icons of the books that I've read for the month. I just love to see it spread out here and the way it all looks together. And so, yeah, getting that done. Same thing as I did over here with my July stats. I fill in the little bits first, and then I go back in and fill in the bigger bits of the stenciled out letters there. And then once that's done, I will start putting all of my book icons in there. And so I'm starting off with Wolf Song here, and I actually put it in the wrong section, the wrong part, the way I have it spaced out in my head. So, and then I do the left first, and then the right, so I'll know what space I'm working with in the middle to kind of make it all even and whatever. And so I read Wolf Song, Bride, A Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, Home is Where the Bodies Are, Fake It Till You Make It, and All About Love by Bell Hooks. Really, really enjoyed Wolf Song. It was Chef's Kiss, and also Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. Both of those I gave 5 stars. The rest were just okay. Bride was better than the other ones for me, and Home is Where the Bodies Are. I figured it out. So I gave that a 3. It wasn't a terrible book or anything like that. It just it wasn't like outstanding either. So that's it. Anyway, I have moved on and I'm working on my calendar for August since these were my July entries or whatever. So I need to get my calendar down so I can keep track of the books and when I'm reading them and all of that kind of stuff. And so I start out again with pencil. I usually do 5x5 boxes across and down. And then I do it in pencil first, and then I go through and ink it. See, I was being ambitious here, and I actually got it right as far as, because usually I will do the pencil first, excuse me, and then actually outline it with the pencil as well. And see, I did make a little bit of mistake there at the top, but for the most part I got it right and it's fine. Anyway, so I'm getting all my boxes down. I'm doing all the vertical lines here first, and then I'll go back through and do all of the horizontal lines. And then once I'm done with that, I will start doing some decorations around the calendar just to spice it up a little bit. And so yeah, getting all of that the horizontal lines completed and done, and then I will definitely move on to my decorations and stuff like that. I also, again, I need to write in the days of the week at the top. And then I started off with the wrong month. I was starting to write September. Again, not very mindful. And so I am just whiting that out with the Tombow correction tape. And now I'm going back in and stenciling in August. Since it will be the month of August that I'm trying to keep up with here. So I'm getting that all done. And then I will decorate around it with that washi tape, that script kind of washi tape. I love that. I feel like it goes with anything. With anything that you're trying to do on the page, if you need a washi tape, that one just fits. And then I also use Crafty Planner Queen. And I do believe I used her digital download stickers. But let me tell you exactly the name of it, because I may not be able to link it because her links are so long. So I will link her Etsy shop, but you may need to just kind of look for the thing if you're into it, if you're looking for it. Anyway, the excuse me, the name of the sticker pack that I use, or the downloadables that I use, is called Neutral Romance Kit. And so yeah, I picked those up. I've been using them in my mini bullet journal to decorate, and I think that might be it. And just here and there, I love the way it looks. It's just beautiful, cute, nice, calm, romantic, and it looks good for kind of shifting from summer and going into fall. I still cannot believe we are in September. This is not my few months coming up. Fall and winter is not for me. For those that enjoy it, I'm glad you enjoy it. I hope it is everything you want it to be. So yeah. Anyway, that is it. I will do a quick flip through for you if anybody is interested here. And so, of everything that I completed, again, I'm finally at 50. Well, I'm past my goal here. I just haven't gotten it down yet. And here are all the books that I've read in book format here so far. Loving the way that this is turning out. And then these are my books of the month, my favorites of each month. My book bracket for 2024, and my reading log, and then of course my stats, which I need to go back and revamp anyway because I have put some of the wrong things down. But that pretty much wraps this up. If you have any comments or questions about anything, please leave those below. If you enjoyed this comment, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. I trust that you all have been safe and well, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.